Hello and welcome to Denslet, a channel for intelligent and curious people like you who are searching for human sexuality in the age of artificial intelligence. Now, today's topic is a little bit weird. And my topic is always weird, always bizarre, and sometimes a little bit controversial. Yes, a little bit controversy is there always. So, today's topic is on polygamy. Okay, and extramarital affair. Now, you know what extramarital affair is. You are everyone, my viewer, is adult viewer, and they know what is extramarital affair is and what is not. Since this is an age of artificial intelligence, I started with two AI tools, right? Two wide AI tools. One is very popular, another is also very popular. First one is ChatGPT, and the second one is Google's Gemini AI Bard. They are both large language model, so that if you ask any question to them, they will answer it very promptly. That is why it is called prompt engineering, isn't it? Because their answers are so prompt. Anyway, and what we provide to them are called also prompt. Anyway, now I asked, what is an extramarital affair? I asked it first to ChatGPT, and the answer is not very long, short one, around 50, 60 words, right? And it says that I'm just telling you the first sentence, okay, so that you can understand how it tackles the question. An extramarital affair refers to a romantic or sexual relationship that occurs between a person and someone other than their spouse while they are still married. And after that, ChatGPT explains that these affairs typically involve secrecy and deception as they violate the trust and commitment established within the marriage. So, a marriage comes with what? Marriage comes with trust and commitment, right? You know that. I know that. I'm also a married person. And after that, ChatGPT adds, and quite intelligently, it adds that extramarital affairs can have significant emotional, psychological, and sometimes legal consequences for all parties involved. For all parties means, of course, there are three parties. One is your spouse, you, and your lover. I mean, with whom you are having extramarital affair, isn't it? So three parties are involved basically, and it says including the spouse, the person having the affair, and any children or other family members affected by them, etc. They are generally considered unethical and can lead to the breakdown of marriages and families. So there are lot of logical steps involved. And then I asked the same question to Gemini Bard. It answers in two sentences. Okay, very short. An extramarital affair is a romantic or sexual relationship between a married person and someone other than their spouse. It can be emotional, physical, or both. Extramarital affairs can be complex and have serious consequences for the marriage, children, and other involved people. Very short, but very clear and concise, no doubt. And ChatGPT's response is a little bit decorative. I mean, elaborative. But Gemini Bard is more concise and more clear about it. So, extramarital affair is not desired. It from this points of view, what I can gather, also you can gather that this is not a desirable affair, isn't it? Whatever affair you have, you must have before your marriage. That is the perfect scenario for a peaceful life. Now come to the scientific point of view. Why people have extramarital affairs? Why? The question basically starts from here, whether a human being is monogamous or polygamous. You know what monogamy means? That means a one man woman or a one woman man. That is monogamy. And various men, women, and various women, men are polygamous. That is the rule, basically. And monogamy also involves a lifelong male-female breeding pair. It it means that when we talk about monogamy, it is scientifically it is said that it's a lifelong male-female breeding pair, right? And polygamy means single male breeding with more than one female, or the vice versa. That means single female breeding with more than one male, right? The human male body provides ambiguous clues to the answer, but the balance of evidence indicates a very fascinating fact. And I'm here to discuss this topic because I find it really very fascinating, because this fact is very fascinating. The evidence indicates that we are biologically inclined towards monogamy. We humans are biologically inclined towards monogamy while retaining an urge to sleep around. Oh, what a what kind of monogamy is this? That means we are biologically inclined to be a monogamous animal, right? Mammal or anything else, or human, that whatever you want to say it. Anyway, but we have an urge to sleep around. I mean, to have multiple relations with other people, and that could be physically or emotionally getting involved with them, right? So it means that, and it's a I can quote Mr. David Ingber in Slit magazine. He wrote an article. It was published in 2012, October 9th. He explained this behavior quite nicely. You can also read that article. Now, the monogamy or polygamy, whatever you want to call it, that is, it normally involves our physical or body measurements, right? Especially the testicle size. The testicle size is the indicator of mating habits. If you have large testicle, I mean the chimps, the chimpanzee, male chimpanzees, with each other to have sex with as many female chimps as possible, because their testicles are normally, routinely, or it's a general or physical normal weight around 150 grams to 160 grams, in comparison to our male, I mean human, which is around 50 grams only. So chimps testicles are 100 grams more than us, more, and so it's much bigger than us, so to say. That is why that is why they actually, one male chimp usually tries to impregnate as many female as possible in a day. It happens routinely, and it happens quite normally, and basically their mating habits also varies because of this testicle size. Okay, so The size of human testicles indicate that we have conservative sexual habits. We cannot go beyond nature. What is natural? Normally, we go with that habit, right? And male chimpanzees normally compete with each other to have sex with as many female chimps as possible, and a female chimp's uterus at any given time will contain sperm from several male chimpanzees. You, it's a scientific fact. It's no kind of guess or anything else. It has been found scientifically and through many research. You can find it in many research papers. You can also Google around it. No problem. Okay. Another thing is also important. Another clue is here very important. Male to female size ratio. I mean the sexual dimorphism. What you call sexual dimorphism in a species is also a clue as to whether monogamy or polygamy is practiced. The bigger the gap in size between male and female, the greater the competition among males for access to females. For example, male gorillas are much bigger than females, and polygamy is the rule. That means if you are, if the male size, I mean the biologically, if male, normally human males are also stronger than females, but gorillas are much bigger than the female ones, and for that reason only, because they are biologically they are very big than their female counterparts, polygamy is the rule in the gorilla society. The dominant male in a gorilla group services a harem kind of things. And I'll talk about human harems also. Don't worry. There are so many harems in the past. There were so many harems in the past. And whether those kings and those emperors were gorillas or not, that's a question of debate, isn't it? But they have they had harems, isn't it? Just like a gorilla. Anyway, so considering his massive body size, the male gorilla has a surprisingly small penis. When it is erect, the it is only around 6.4 centimeter long. Around 6 centimeter long. 6 centimeter means very small, isn't it? The average erect human penis, on the contrary, is around minimum around 15 centimeters long in an average. It could be bigger, it could be smaller, but I'm generalizing the size, right? So if you look across the entire primate range, the human penis size is not remarkable because one baboon, one third of human weight, has a penis almost as long as the human penis. A baboon has the same penis size like us, and it belongs to the same species, the primate species. Okay, and they are also polygamous. They also practice polygamy. So 29% of primates are monogamous, but human penis size does not point emphatically towards monogamy. Remember, I'll talk about it later, so don't worry about it because uh, why this penis size with what is the relationship between the penis size and the monogamy and polygamy, and of course the extramarital affair at the end of the day, why it is important, why how it matters. I'll talk about it later. Don't worry. I would like to say that if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, many, many thanks for your support. I'll talk about different topics under the sun revolving around human sexuality, and there are a lot of things to come. So stay tuned. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend also. And don't think about your side or anything else. Have a nice weekend. Okay. Stay safe and take care.